So the best way I can explain it is it felt like my eyes were getting ready to rip open. That's what it felt like. So they're feeling a lot more comfortable today. So my eyes are doing better. And the lights on this thing are super duper bright. And with those blue halos, it's just they're pretty awesome lights. That was quite the experience. When I was in the back of Tim's truck, sitting on his bunk, and we were going for a ride, and the Aussie got to check it out. talk about now. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys. Tim got his computer out and got into my computer, and we noticed that I was telling him the symptoms. Going when you get under any bit of a good pull on it, it had a vibration, kind of like how your phone feels in your pocket. Anyway, it would have that. So he said, "Well, you want me to plug in and check it out?" I said, "Yeah." So I was greasing up my truck while he was doing that, and my grease gun quit. By the way, $300. I paid $300 for that freaking thing, but yeah, it runs. It just won't push out, and it started doing that over the winter. So I ordered another one, and get it when I get back. But, anyway, so he got on there and noticed that 2 injectors were way out of calibration. Like some of them, 4 of them were like running calibrations around 2600, and 2 of them were down to 1100, and they were just way off. And so just wondered that it ran as good as it did. So he calibrated them. It still has just a tinge of vibration. Almost not, I'd say 80% of it's gone. And so, but it runs a whole lot better. It's a lot smoother, and it's got more power. So it's doing a whole lot better. When I take those 2 weeks off, I know I got all kinds of things to fix. Not that I'll be working on my 350, but the 350, the transmission went out. First gear went out on it after pulling that big skid steer around this summer. It decided to go out, and Ruthie's car's got a timing code on it. Could be a sensor, could be the timing belt. I don't know what's going on. Travel trailer got turned over. I guess the high wind must have got them, huh? So, yeah, when I get home, I'll pull the valve covers and do a height check on the injectors to make sure they're all sitting just right. And while I'm doing, I'll get all the trim codes off of there. So when I go back down there, I can hand those trim codes over to Tim. That way he can tune them in with the trim codes too. So that might help. No, it's not coming from the northwest. It's coming from the north. It's coming from the southeast. Oh, see, I almost forgot. I did forget. But anyway, so when Tim was doing his live,